Hey guys, good morning. So in this video I'm going to be teaching you how I make cacao. So if you don't know, cacao it's where chocolate comes from. Essentially today we're going to be making a very fancy, healthy, delicious chocolate milk. And it's not just yummy in your tummy, it's also good for you. It's packed with nutrients, it's got iron, magnesium, it's a very nutritious beverage. And the special thing about it also is it's very heart-opening. So cacao has something in it called theobromine, which essentially means the food of the gods. And the Mayans, they really valued this cacao bean so much that at one point they used it as a form of currency. And they drink cacao with all their special celebrations. It's a really special thing to bring into your life. I know a lot of you guys have already tried it because of, watching me here on this channel. So I just got a fresh brick of cacao, hi guys, from my dear friend Matt Chandler over at Holy Wow Cacao. I got this at the Kirtan at Karuna on Sunday. In fact, let me show you what my last cacao brick looks like. So it starts like this, and we'll open it up in a second. But this is how much cacao I have left. So you whittle away at it, and then eventually it becomes a very small piece. So I got this brand new one, and so actually we're gonna open this one up. So if you are ordering from my friend Matt, then you can see what it looks like and how to do it. It's really simple. It looks a little intimidating if you don't know, but we're gonna make it happen really easily today. So I have some tea that I've been brewing on the stove from this morning. And I'm actually going to use the tea as a base for my cacao. So if you hear some noise in the back, that's just my friend Natalia. She's helping me do some cleaning in the house today. So do not be alarmed. Everything is okay. So first things first, let's get the camera in place here. Oh wait, first things first, we should go check on the puppies. So the puppies are big. They are mischievous. They're doing great. Oh. That one got down. That's the furthest I've seen that one go down the step. The blonde one is the most adventurous one. You can do it. See, I don't go and rescue them because how are they going to learn if I do it for them? There you go. Good boy. Hi, puppy. So here, we'll go see the puppy really quick. Hi, Scott. Hi, everyone. Good morning. So also you'll see that I've dropped below, get on my email list, the link to my website. I'm about to put out my next email newsletter with the floor plan design of my new house. I actually just got off the phone with Ashley. We are finalizing the design of the first house. And in the email newsletter that's going out, I'm going to tell you about the different houses that I envision on the property, where I am in the process, and what massive progress we've made. So if you want to get that in your inbox, sign up for the email list. If you already have and you're like, where's this month's email newsletter? It's coming. It's coming. With all like the sickness, I just couldn't do it. In fact, today is the final day of antibiotics. It's been such a journey. I'll tell you about that later. Let's get the puppies out of the way. Oh, hi Samantha. Hi everyone. Hi puppies. Also for High Vibe Tribe, I had made a mistake in my last video saying our call's on Friday. Our call's on Monday. Hi guys. Our call's on Monday the 27th. Hi, little wiggle. Hi, little wiggle. So, some really good news that we adopted out one of the puppies. So, my friend Marcos came over with his little daughter, and they picked out a puppy, and they agreed to the terms. The terms are you have to agree to get the dog spayed, and I will tell you when the clinics happen. And then you also have to agree to get the dog you have to buy dog food. No, don't just give them tortillas. Oh, cool. Amanda, you're looking at Land of Your Own. That's amazing. Amanda, also, I know we need to check in about Shine Tribe and doing a reunion, so don't let me forget about that. I've been thinking about it. I've just been parasiting. So, we adopted out the very first puppy the other day. I have some really cute pictures of the little girl, and she loved him so much. It's like her little baby. And so they agreed that they'll get him spayed and that they will buy actual dog food and don't just give him tortillas, because that's what a lot of people here do for the dogs. This one so I have two favorites. The blonde one and then this one. This is the smallest one. This is the smallest, sweetest one. Choo-choo. This is the smallest, sweetest one. I mean, they're all great, but the two that stand out to me the most are the blonde one and the little black one. Oh yeah. Oh guys. So mom isn't coming around so much anymore. She comes a little bit. She comes for the food, but now I'm starting to give the puppies food also. So, oh hi Troy and your chaga. Yeah. Oh my god. So this is pretty exciting. Yeah, what I love about the black one is just like, he's so sweet. Is it a girl? I can't remember if the black one's a girl or boy. Let's see. Hey honey, come here. It's a girl. It's a girl. Little girl. So my favorites are the little boy, this little boy, and this little girl. The biggest one and the smallest one. But they're all great, as you can see. And so they do a lot of playing. Yeah, Autumn. Yeah, Mama just comes. She just comes by for the food. She feeds them. You can tell she doesn't like it, and you can tell her boobs are not having as much milk anymore. So the kids are on the puppy food now, and I've been, of course, totally spoiling them. So they say mix the puppy food with water. I've been making chicken broth, and so I mix the puppy food with chicken broth. In fact, I wanted to also in this video tell you about my morning. I'm gonna go make the cacao. Excuse me. Okay, let's just go make the cacao. And I'll tell you a little bit about, I had actually a really frustrating morning. And I almost lost my peace. I almost lost my peace this morning. Oh, you're so cute. But I was able to change it. So I'll tell you about that as we make the cacao. Oh my god. Stella is just like not impressed. So still working on the plants. Haven't really cleaned up yet. So they this morning, see she knows to come up this way. They got up here, but I'm not letting them come inside. I also don't think Stella would be very happy with the puppies coming inside. So I know that you got it. I know that the days of having good boundaries with the puppies are, well, it's going to be tested. Okay, let's get to the cacao. All right, I'm glad we did that. Now we can move on with our lives. I know, Christine, they got a little wobbly puppy thing going on. Oh my god. So they have a really great space. You see, they have the yard, they have the steps. They're contained by the steps. They can't really get up. They can't really get down. So they have a really sweet setup there. They have their house. It keeps them safe and dry out of the rain. I changed their blanket, so it's fresher in there, but they messed it up pretty quickly. So with the puppies, it's a lot of work. Okay. So they're learning and they're growing. Yeah, Jenny, let me show you the chicken broth. So let's turn this off first of all. Okay, let's wash the hands before anything else. I wash my hands a lot. So in the newsletter that I'm about to put out, I talk about ways that I'm nourishing myself. And one of the primary ways that I like to nourish myself, and this is especially important if you're sick, is I give myself nutrients. And one of the best ways to do that is through making bone broth. So in that newsletter, I talk about the book, the Nourishing Broth book that I've used. I've showed it to you guys before. And I'm about to show you, I made a broth overnight. So that's what's great about these slow cookers, is you just like toss the chicken, some onions, some garlic, and some spices in at nighttime. And then in the morning, you get some chicken soup. So I already put this chicken soup in these jars. So this is some chicken soup I've got ready for lunch. So for lunch, I can just add some noodles. I have the shredded chicken. And then I'm letting the bones go for a little while longer. So this is what I put in the baby's food also. I put it in everyone's food. Okay. Without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, so the cool thing about making bone broth is that like the whole family benefits from bone broth. All the dogs are getting the bone broth. I'm getting bone broth. Okay, So this is a brick of cacao. So finally, oh my gosh, like 20 minutes later, we're getting to the actual cacao. So it comes as a brick. Some people have had the experience that it melts in transit, and then they're worried like, oh, is it still good? I didn't do a very good job conserving the sticker, but whatever. It melts in transit. Oh no, there's something wrong with it. It melted. Don't worry about it because it will reform. If it melts, it's fine. The melting happens because of the cacao fats, the cacao butter. In fact, let me show you something. I bought separately from another company in San Marcos. This is just the cacao butter. So this cacao butter, so in traditional like hot chocolate and things that you'll find in the United States, even just in chocolate bars that you find locally, you'll find that they actually have a very low percentage of actual cacao in it. And one of the first things they do in the processing is they take out the cacao fat, they take out the butter, and they sell this to the cosmetics industry. So this is one of the best fats in the world. Highly prized, very, very precious resource. So I bought this because I'm going to be making that face cream with the calendula and rose oil, and I'm going to use the cacao butter as my like binding fat. So I just wanted to show you that. That's pretty cool. So this is why it melts. This is why it gets hard. This is why it won't maintain it as a powder, because the fats will just, a fat can't really be a powder, right? I mean, don't quote me on that. Okay, so here's the brick of cacao. So this is what it looks like. So it's been processed by the hands of women, given fair wages. It's turned into this shape here. So let me show you again. So this little bit of cacao that I have here, this is what's left of my last brick of cacao. And here's my new brick of cacao. So you'll see that we're going to slowly whittle away at it. So what you can do also is when you get this, if you want, you can just cut it into chunks. That kind of makes it easier to store. Like I just cut the last one in chunks and I kept it in here. So here, let me show you how we're gonna do this. And actually, I'm gonna put up my hair because it's easier. I'm gonna put up my hair. Hopefully it's gonna wash my hands because I touched my hair. Just watching that cacao. Okay, just seeing. Great. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take the knife and then just start carving off the edge. So I might just like cut off a chunk here. There we go. See how easy that was? So a good amount is what fits in the palm of your hand. So that's that. Now I'll actually just put this back in the bag. So what I could do now is I could just chop this into chunks. I could chop this into chunks and then store it with chunks in a Tupperware, which is fine. But for right now, just for the ease, this is, you know, what's also great about this. When I was with my niece in New Jersey, she got really excited about making chocolate. So this is like the raw material for chocolate. So what you do is you can cut this up, melt it down, mix in other ingredients, and then put it in the freezer in little molds, and you can make your own chocolate. You can also use this to make chocolate cake. You can use this in desserts. Just cut off some of this, mix it in with what you're making, and you experiment, play around. But this is essentially, this is like the source of that chocolatey goodness, and very, very high quality. So, hi everyone. Your round is the size of a silver dollar. Yeah, Darlene, I feel it. This was mine. I just got a new brick because this is what I was down to. So, yeah, I saw Cacao Matt at Kirtan this Sunday, and yeah, he hooked me up. So now I'll show you how I just chop it. So we're gonna be putting it in with hot water. You don't want to put it in with boiling water because the boiling can kind of kill some of the goodness. You know, you don't want to boil the shit out of nutrients because then that can kind of break them down, right? You want to just have it just hot enough to melt the cacao, but not hot enough to kill the nutrients. Oh, I was just thinking about the, you know, I'm hearing the puppies crying. I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm still planning to go do the thing to make the care packages for the puppies. And I actually want to thank 2 of you found my PayPal and sent me donations. Adam and another woman. Adam had been posting my PayPal in a video, so thank you. I really appreciate the support with the puppies. Yeah, a lot of work and a lot of expenses, so thank you. Thank you very much. And I will still be posting that information soon. I need to schedule a day to go do the thing, so I figured that I'll do a little, just a really, really tiny fundraiser, just like post it maybe like once, maybe twice, closer to when I'm doing that pilgrimage to the other city to go to the pet stores to get the care packages for the kids. So there you have it. This is actually like this is kind of a lot. So look at this. So okay, I'll just hold it up. So this is kind of a lot. If you think of like a spoon, like a tablespoon, like I could do this whole thing and this would just give me a lot of energy. It would just give me a lot of fire. I think I'm just gonna cut out a little bit of it because I don't want it to be too intense. And what I mean by too intense, it's like if you drink a lot of coffee, you can get intense, right? Cacao's similar. It's not, you get a lot of energy and you get this like openness. So I'm actually about to have a call with my sponsor and we're gonna be doing some book work. And so I'm bringing in the cacao as just sort of like an ally to really just kind of open me up, open my heart, open myself like emotionally. Just a little bit. And also just because I like it and I enjoy it and I want it, so. Oh, hi Terry, good morning honey, hi honey. So Terry, in this video we're making cacao. You already made cacao. So I just chopped it up and now I'm going to show you what I do from here. So let me grab a cup. Great. So, grab my favorite cup. I got this on the retreat with the ladies in Antigua. Love this cup. And now I'm just going to put the cacao in the cup. It's amazing. It's science. No, it's not. Well, it's kind of physics, right? Something. Bodies in motion. Ah, qué bueno. Gracias. Si quieres apelar los whisky, después, si puedes apelar whisky, puedes usar este.
Va, está bien.
Gracias, amiga.
Después.
Cuando, sí, como quieres, porque estoy aquí por como 5 o 10 minutos más y después yo voy a salir. Okay, so I was just giving Natalia a few tasks. Natalia comes once a week. Actually, yeah, she comes once a week, and she helps me do some laundry, cleans the floors, just helps me just clean up. I'm always making a lot of messes in here because I'm always working in the kitchen, so it's a great time for help. She'll also, I was telling her, she peels vegetables in advance for me. So one way you can save time is, having someone else help you, yes, but peeling all the vegetables in advance instead of peeling them every time you want to cook. And then I just have the vegetables cut in a Tupperware, and then when I go to cook, I just pull it out and we're good to go. All right, so, gracias, muchas gracias. So I got my cacao in the cup, just like this. Now, here I made some tea earlier, and I'm just gonna heat this up a little bit. Now, like I said, I don't want it to be boiling, but I do want it to be warm enough to melt all those cacao granules. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the fun stuff. So, if you know, I have so many herbs and spices and things that I use and I keep on my shelf, and I have a few more that I need to re-up here. Oh, I got my little detox here. So, a note about this. Oh, Stella's fine. Stella's not fine. May have told you that I'm planning to do my next book as a cookbook. So in that book, I'm going to go in depth into all of these spices and why I have them, and why they're important, and how they can help you in your health. So I'm not going to answer those questions now. Baby Jack collection give me life. Yeah, Adam. But we'll get to that in the future. So I'm just going to pull off. So what's cool is, like, with the cacao, you can make your own recipe, guys. Every time I do it, it's probably a little bit different. Put some kelp in it. I'll put a little tiny bit of kelp, why not? What else do I want? Oh, let's put a tiny bit of brownie in today. Why not? Yeah, let's add a little golden seal because I'm still recovering from my sickness. We'll add a little bit of Ramon nut in that. So I'm showing you this, not, oh yeah, cardamom, Michelle, exactly. Do I have the ground cardamom? Yes, I do. I think I have. No, I need to grind some more cardamom. So I do have the cardamom seeds, which come out of the pods, but I haven't ground them, so that would be something that would be good to do. We haven't had electricity for the past 3 days, so we just got it on last night, so I feel so grateful, and now is the time that I can re-up my supplies, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll also do some cinnamon. So normally there are other things I would add, like if I had the cardamom, if I had the cinnamon ground, I would put it in. My point here in showing you this is not so you can copy my recipe exactly, but so you can see like, oh, you can use what you have, you know? A lot of people also put in, I have this little bit of cayenne powder, put in a little bit of cayenne. I also got vanilla. Vanilla and cacao goes great together. So I just put, Terry, you know the bird stopped coming. The bird was coming every day and then now it hasn't. Oh my lavender too. It's great. So here I just grabbed a few things off the counter that I'm gonna put in. No, that's empty. These two are empty. Turmeric, Terry Weber, you know.
I remind you, it's time to get ready for your call meeting.
Alexa, snooze my reminder 10 minutes. So,
I'll remind you again in 10 minutes.
So the point is that, exactly, Autumn, it's a use what you need type of recipe. The thing that you gotta know, oh, let's get some of my super protein powder in here. So I have these super protein powders. This is my new one. This is by that company Touchstone Essentials that makes the detox. I love their stuff. So why don't we, for this video, we'll put some of these in, because this just makes it even more nutritious, you know? This is kind of my breakfast this morning. So so we're just gonna make it kind of like a liquid breakfast. Kara, you'd love to have a copy of my book, Leaving America There. Great, go to Amazon. I think they currently have it on sale. I don't know why. I put the price at like 11 bucks. Amazon's selling it for somewhere around $4 now, so go get it. Go get it. I'm happy. I'm happy. Good for it's your win. Your win. They won't even let me change it. So, okay. So I got the cacao in the cup. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add a few things here and there. So, coriander. I ground that fresh in the Vitamix. It smells so good. I'm gonna add my turmeric. So turmeric is one of our best allies. Fights inflammation. It's just like so good for you. Terry Weber in the audience. Lovely, wise lady in Arizona. She has been including turmeric in her diet. And Terry, you were just celebrating in the High Vibe Tribe. Congratulations. You just went and got all those blood tests and they were better than they've ever been. So good job. And you've been saying that you've been adding turmeric to your diet and bringing in the medicinal mushrooms. And so you've been now over time seeing the changes in the scientific, like, medical test results of your blood. Like, you've seen it. So good for you. So when we add turmeric, we also want to add a little bit of pepper because the pepper helps us absorb the good stuff. Aqui es mejor. The pepper helps us absorb the good stuff. There's your science. Whoa. I'll turn off that tea now. It's hot enough. Now, I am at a place now where I'm not taking sugar in my diet because of the antibiotics, because of the infection that I think I still have because of the antibiotics. I don't know, whatever is going on in my body, the parasites. I have to be really mindful of what I'm eating. So I'm not taking sugar. So how I do sweeten my things now is I use licorice powder. I love licorice powder. It's actually good for your stomach. It's very moistening. It's very cooling. So if you have like a very hot temperament, adding some licorice to your cacao, to your tea, to your diet, be really good for you. Gotta be careful though with licorice if you have heart issues. If you have issues with your heart and you take too much licorice, you could, oh my God, feel a lot of like palpitations. So if you have heart issues, just be really careful when using licorice. But otherwise, it's a really great medicine. Look it up. There's your breadcrumb. I'm gonna add a little kelp. So I add kelp when I was researching. I learned that you can put kelp in the dog's food to help their coat. So all the dogs get kelp. It's a kind of seaweed. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit to my cacao. It has kind of a strong flavor, but that's okay. The pepper. Brahmi is an Ayurvedic, I don't even know how to describe it. They give it to kids to make them smarter. It's really good for you. It's good for your brain. I'm gonna put a little bit of that in. So essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm creating a mix that is very nutritious, very delicious, and is also gonna just help me open my heart, open my mind, and be really present to the work that I'm about to do with my sponsor. So I'm now adding some Ramon nut. So Ramon nut, yes, the turmeric kind of helps activate it. The turmeric helps like activate your ability to absorb the good properties of the turmeric. So they work hand in hand together. So now Ramon nut is really great because it's a prebiotic. So right now, after 10 days, this is my 10th and final day of antibiotics. Now my goal is to really work on building up and supporting my gut. So I was just talking to my herbalist friend Ashley. We're talking about the house design and then talking about this. What can I do now to support my gut? Prebiotics, gut healers, probiotics, and what was the other one? Hold on. Oh yeah. So here we got. So if you're on antibiotics right now, or if you are in a place where your gut is off, maybe it's been chronically off for a long time, here are some things that you could address, work with. And this is important, especially because our gut is tied to our emotions and our mind and everything. So if your tummy's off, everything's gonna be off. So if you have depression and your gut's off, don't focus on taking antidepressants. I mean, maybe you need that, but put some energy into healing your gut, and then you'll see over time, because this is the long run, over time you'll see an improvement in other areas. But start with the core, start with the gut. This is like the center, right? So first thing is prebiotics. So Ramon nut, I just put in my drink, that's a prebiotic. Other prebiotics are burdock root. Where is it? Here we go. Burdock root and dandelion root. So these are two of my allies here on the counter. So the tea that I made this morning, I instinctively like, okay, what tea am I gonna brew? Instinctually, I was like, I feel like a burdock dandelion tea. So that's actually the tea that I have here that I'm gonna use as the water, the liquid base for my cacao. So we wanna get prebiotics. Prebiotics set your gut up to be able to turn the probiotics into the good bacteria, right? So the prebiotics like prepare your gut for what comes next. Next, we wanna do gut healers. So, let me see where it is. So some gut healers are calendula. So this is a really pretty little flower. Plantain, mint, and fennel. So the mint and the fennel will help cut any like gas. The plantain and the calendula will heal the gut. Also marshmallow root, slippery elm. So a lot of times when we have these digestive problems, we can literally get like holes in the lining. We can get, it's just like the system is weak. So we need to support the gut with some like healing medicine, right? So then we want to do the probiotics. So probiotics include a tablespoon of vinegar in slightly warm water first thing in the morning, sauerkraut. I'm also using something locally called Microcosmo. I also have these probiotic capsules that were recommended to me by someone I trust. A little bit expensive, but worth it because it's being depressed sucks. And then the other thing is we want to cut out caffeine. We want to cut out liver stimulants. And I said, oh, cut out caffeine, but what about cacao? I was talking to my friend. She's like, well, lean into your body. Like, see what you sense. Like, trust your body. And I noticed that, yeah, this morning I felt inspired. I want to drink some cacao. I want to make this video. So that's also why I also chose to have kind of like a smaller amount. So a lot of times it doesn't mean you have to cut things out completely, but maybe just moderate. With the coffee is really hard on your gut. Coffee is hard on many of your organs, your adrenals. So if you're experiencing any sort of gut problems, you want to cut out the coffee. Cut out any foods that are tough to digest, like fried foods. Things that are good to digest are like what I'm going to be having later for lunch, my typical khichdi, the rice and vegetables, and Terry, that is not Stella who's cutting, it's Natalia is helping me cut some vegetables. Una persona diga que, la perra está cortando las verduras. It's like, no es un perra. Es una amiga. Yeah. So yes, there is caffeine in cacao, but it's not the same as coffee. It's different, and you don't get the crash with coffee. So cacao can actually be a nice replacement for coffee. You don't want to drink it every day because it can be a little hard on your system over time. It's just meant to be kind of like a special thing. So anyway, so I put on all the powders, mix it up. Let me see, is there anything else I want to add? No. Oh, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Oh, I didn't do the golden seal. Golden seal is another great herbal ally to help fight infections. And yeah, it's just golden seal. Look it up. Golden seal. Look it up. Golden seal. Look it up. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. So guys, just a reminder, if you're just getting on the video, I posted the link to my website where you can get on my email list. I'm about to send out the next email with the floor plan of my house. If you want to see how the design is coming on, it's going to go out as that email and then also become a blog post on my blog. So if you want to be the first to see that, sign up if you haven't already. If you have signed up, don't worry, you haven't missed the email this month. I just haven't gotten to it because I've just been really sick and low energy with these parasites, which has just kind of dominated the last like 2-3 weeks of my life. Thankfully today I'm on the very end of the 10 days of antibiotics, so it's been a battle. Yesterday I thought I was better, and then
It's time to get ready.
Alexa, stop. All right. So now I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of vanilla. Boop. Oh, and I also forgot the cayenne. So cayenne is good because it also like dilates, opens your blood vessels, and kind of like opens things up even more. But I only put a teeny tiny little bit because I don't like the spicy. So I just do maybe tiny. No. Amiga, después puedes abrir el ajo. Sí, gracias. Y sacar las ollas. Sí, solo de este. So Terry, you're still not getting the newsletter, so it's still gonna go as a blog post. You're not entered to win the hummingbird, but Terry, for you, if I see that you're the winner, it wasn't you this month, I will let you know. Ooh, Francis, lavender. That's a great idea. Of course. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Here, I'm gonna go down to my undercarriage here. So Francis, thank you. You just inspired me. I'm gonna add some violet sprinkles on top, and then let's see where we at. Where's my lavender? It's getting really busy in here. This is why I need a proper. Where's my lavender? But yes, so Francis, the answer is yes. You can do whatever you want, honey. There's no wrong answer. There's no parents here. All right, I can't find my lavender. Ah, there it is. There's my lavender. So, thank you, Francis. That's a great idea. Also, we forgot to get the. If anyone wants to take a screenshot of that, some things I wrote down: giving yourself the space to tune into yourself. Returning to your body requires you invert your intention on yourself. So if you're healing your gut, here's a good thing to do. Prebiotics. You can also look it up. What is a prebiotic? Gut healers. Here's a few. Plantain. This is the leaf. Let me see. I think I have some plantain here. I got some plantain somewhere. I got plantain in the garden. Mint. Fennel. Actually, let's grab the fennel. Where's the fennel? Oh, because I have to replace it. There's my fennel. It's empty. Okay. Yeah, use it right off your plant, Jen. That's a great idea. So we're going to just add this. So this is from the company that makes my favorite detox product that I always tell you about, the Pure Body Extra. And the Pure Body and Pure Body Extra. This one goes to your gut. This one goes everywhere water goes in your body, which is pretty much everywhere. So they make all these great products. I'm just like amazed by this company. So this is this green product, superfood. It's got so much good stuff in it. The list of alkalizing, energizing, support, immune. Let's see. Spirulina, cholera, dulce, sea kelp, erythro, ginseng, green tea, cilantro, milk thistle, parsley, dandelion leaf, rhodiola, rose, turmeric, alfalfa, kamut, broccoli, organic spinach, kales, all organic, barley grass, flaxseed, Jerusalem artichoke, chia, blah, 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 probiotic. It got mushrooms in it, turkey tail, blueberry, beetroot, tomato, currant, it's goji berries, it's got every shit. I have a link for you guys to this one. You can get a discount if you're a first-time customer, but it's expensive. It's like an expensive one because it's like a really, really high-quality product. So I don't like to use too much because I only have a little bit left because I love it so much. Sometimes I just skip breakfast and I make a smoothie with just the green one and then the super protein. This one is just so powerful. So we're gonna put some of this in also because it looks like this is gonna be my breakfast. But it's fine because it's so much nourishment and we're getting the fats, we're getting proteins, we're getting all of the good stuff that for breakfast. Ooh, I'm also gonna add some, this is a different company. This is the mineral, so this is magnesium. Most human beings are deficient in magnesium. So I'm gonna put in some of that, just a few drops. And then Francis, you had a brilliant idea. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the lavender flakes and the violet flakes as a garnish on top because I think that'll be really pretty. All right, so now I got my powders, all that stuff in there. I'm gonna take my hot tea. You see the steam rising? It's not boiling, but it's just hot enough because we just want to melt the chocolate, the cacao. And I'm not filling all the way to the top because now I'm going to come in with this cool instrument here. This is a frother. I have this product linked on my Erica's Favorites page on my website. Cecilia, turkey tail is a kind of mushroom. Really great for your brain. So now I'm going to take this frother, this mixer, and I'm just going to go in. And you don't want to fill it up all the way because then it can spill over the side. That's why I give it that space. And then I do it like that, and bam, dude. So between the frother and the hot tea, that melts and mixes the cacao. Now, if you didn't have a frother, you could use a blender, or you could just be like, I don't care, and just drink it a little bit chunky. Chunky cacao is not the best, I'll just say that. It doesn't inspire people to go, ooh, wow, this is great. Oh, you know what, I forgot something. Just because we're here and we're going for the extra mile. This is, oh yeah, Carol, yeah. I use my frother every day. Just for some reason I haven't done it in a video. So this is tahini. This is ground up sesame seeds. Ground up sesame seeds forms a paste. This is what you need to make hummus or hummus, as it's more correctly pronounced. So to make hummus, you'd use this, olive oil, lemon, salt, pepper, love. There's the bird. And then mix it up in a blender and you got some really great hummus. So now that I put that chunky in, whoop, now I'm gonna come back with this dude. And actually, let's change the head because that chunky. This one's more of like the frother. This is more of like the beater, like the egg beater or the. Whoop. Okay. Wait. Whoa. Great. Oops. That wasn't right, but it's okay. There we go. just stuck back in there. There we go. So I pull it out, and now I'm just gonna put these in the sink. Okay, so now that it's mixed, all the ingredients are mixed together, now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna add more tea on top. Like this, okay? And then now, because Francis is a genius, here's some lavender flakes. Just gonna take a little bit of lavender flakes. Watch this. Yeah, Rita, I think with all these things we have to gauge our own system, you know, and what works, because for what works for some people might not work for others, and also knowing the amount is really important. Taking too much of pretty much anything, there's a point when carrots could be poisonous for you, right? There's a point where any of these plants can harm you, but there's a point where they can be medicine. So it's important that we understand and gauge for ourselves where that point is. And sometimes we need to test in order to find out. So okay, so there's my concoction. There's my little lavender. So we're just doing a little garnish on top. Ooh, nice. And also I've got these little violet sprinkles, so I'm gonna do some violet sprinkles on top. So there we go. Rita, also, I'm sick from parasites, not from complications from my spices. In fact, the spices are what help me like get through it and rebuild. You know, I'm 10 days into antibiotics, and oh, this looks so pretty. And it's been the ability to nourish myself and, you know, heal my gut and know what to use. Like this is key. So, yeah. All right, guys. So, I know the frother is amazing. Let's close things up. Great. Close things up. Great. Okay, I'll put these back. All right, guys, so there you have it. That was a very, very long explanation of how I make cacao. In this video, we got to see puppies. I didn't tell you about how I turned my frustration this morning around, but we can save that for another video. Maybe later on today I'll do another video, but I have to get to my call with my sponsor now, so this cacao is just a nice little nourishing beverage to, yeah, help me be in a good state to do the work I gotta do in the world. All right, guys, I love you all very much. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of this journey. Thank you. Oh, yes, I'm gonna taste the cacao. Okay, so then the most important part when you have your cacao is bring it to your heart. Take a moment just to, yeah, fully bring your awareness into your body, noticing where you have any tension. And then cacao works great with like an intention, you know, with like a prayer. You know, it's a kind of plant medicine with the spirit, and it helps you. It wants to help you. It loves you. It opens your heart. Like, it's a heart medicine. So it's good to, hey, you can create a little ritual. Like, okay, what is my intention today? You just think about it, and put it in the cup, and then, bismillah. Ooh, tastes green. Oh wow, that's great. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, with the cayenne, there's like just a tiny, tiny undertone of a little bit of that spicy, but the licorice gives it a sweetness. I wish I had some sort of like coconut milk to kind of make it a little bit more milky, but you know, I'm working with what I've got, so, and that's good enough. So yeah, so finish this later. All right, guys, thank you so much. Oh, cool, Peace, you made it also. Awesome, honey, great. Thank you guys for watching. Hi, Jennifer. Happy summer solstice, everybody. We're at the
pinnacle of the light, which is a beautiful place to be. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, High Vibe Tribe, Jennifer. So our next Zoom call for High Vibe Tribe is going to be on Monday the 27th, my afternoon, some of your evenings, depending on where you are in the world. So if you want to be on that call, you can join the High Vibe Tribe by becoming a subscriber on this page. It's $10 a month, and that gets you access to a Zoom call every 2 weeks. So it's about twice a month we get together, and that's a place where we can get to know each other. You can ask me questions. You know, if you're looking to plan a trip to Guatemala, that's the space to talk to me about it, or anything else, you know. So, so yeah. So thank you so much. I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Also, I'm about to send out my newsletter with the floor plans of my house. So if you want to see that, go to my website. It's linked below. When you go there, it just prompts you to give your email address, and so that's where I send out my monthly love note with the behind the scenes and photos that I'm not posting anywhere else, and the floor plans to my house. You can see where that design's coming on, and the latest news on my land, and some photos of that as well. So, yeah, thank you. Cool. Oh, great, Megan, you've been making cacao every camping trip this year. It's part of getting back to yourself. Honey, I feel you. That's why one reason I love this. It's not just good for you, but it's like good for you. Like, it's part of this process of really tuning into yourself, which is, I feel like, so much of the work. You know, Rita, you were talking about, oh, you know, these spices can hurt you. Yes, if you're doing things unconsciously, yes, we can get hurt. But if we're doing things consciously, if we're aware, like, okay, how is this affecting me? Like, where's my truth? How am I feeling? How does doing this thing feel for me? Okay, wait, this doesn't feel right. I need to back off. Like, that's part of the process, right? So, okay. Great, Francis. Jen, good. You got the screenshot. Awesome. And here, I'll just do one last shot in case. So Jen, you don't have to send to everyone. So if you're healing your gut, here are some allies. So we want to do prebiotics, gut healers, probiotics, cut out caffeine, liver stimulants. So there's your screenshot. Okay. Hi Michelle. Hi honey. Michelle, I sent you an email. Let me know what you think, okay? Okay, I love you guys. If you're just joining, you can go back and watch this video to see the puppies and do all the things. But I gotta get to my call, and I love you guys very much. All right, bye.